starting off with this little roadmap thing that they have, it's more about what has happened in the past month rather than where we're going, because they literally have almost zero information about the 9th and 10th anniversary, which is fine. I mean, they're not supposed to have like tons of information about it because that's later on in the future. I'm sure that they're on some kind of NDA agreement about not disclosing that kind of information too early anyway. Not too mad about that, but right here where it says unification of the JP and international versions operation schedules period to be determined. Now, it's kind of interesting that the 10th anniversary is kind of a gold lettering. That could mean a couple things in my opinion, completely 100% my opinion here. So it could mean that it's the 10th anniversary, and since the game has been around for 10 years, and 10 years is a pretty big number for a lot of things, and it's a perfect milestone to really do something huge. But that could be the reason why it's gold lettering, because it's a special anniversary. It's something being around, something like this being around for 10 years is no small feat. So the fact that Dokkan Battle has been around for almost 10 years, or 9 years I should say, coming on 10 after the 9th anniversary, because they already have it planned out, is pretty big. It's a pretty big deal. Now, the other reason that this could be special gold lettering is because maybe they plan on doing the unification of both versions during the 10th anniversary. Now, that being said, let's elaborate on that. Now, I do believe they could definitely pull off the 9th anniversary, celebrating it simultaneously between both versions. I do think that they will pull it off. And there's a lot of, like, divided waters between the community, whether or not the 9th anniversary is actually going to be celebrated together between both versions. And that's understandable. But at the same time, just because they're going to celebrate the 9th anniversary together, or potentially, I should say, potentially celebrate the 9th anniversary together, does not mean the versions will be fully synced by then. Because it's very possible to celebrate the 9th anniversary together, but still have some things to catch up on. Because we don't know how they're going to go about it. We don't know their plan on how they're going to implement these schedules to catch up with each other. So, or in this case, for Global to catch up with JP. We don't know. All we know is information about the sister app, One Piece Treasure Cruise, and how they did it. And to be fair, it's produced by the same company, Bandai Namco. And so, both versions celebrating the 9th anniversary together does not necessarily mean that they're going to be fully synced. I think 10th anniversary is a pretty realistic possibility with how slow these developers move with all the pieces in Dokkan. Some of these updates take a long time before they actually fully implement them. And as much as we would like the versions to be fully synced by the 9th anniversary, like absolutely everything, realistically, I don't think it's going to happen given the history of how fast, I should say, how fast they have implemented updates in the past and have listened to feedback. Nonetheless, they do listen to feedback. It just takes them a while to really implement these changes and stuff like that. But the fact that they even announced it in the first place is a pretty big deal, and I'm pretty excited about it nonetheless. And I would be fine if they completely merged is the wrong word for that, completely caught up the versions by the 10th anniversary. I would be okay with that, because I'm pretty sure this game is going to last a very, very long time, and you don't need to really worry about it going anywhere, because once again, they have the 10th anniversary completely planned out already. And the fact that they're unifying the versions only tells us that they don't plan on scrapping this game for a very long time, at least for another 5 years, 5 to 7 years maybe. So this game could be around for almost 2 decades potentially. So, and I would say that's bittersweet, because, you know, we do take breaks from this game and everything like that. There's a lot of people that take breaks from this game because it just frustrates them, and that's understandable. But it's also, there's just too many moving pieces that we as players may not completely understand that the developers have to deal with. But moving on to this part right here, they're making changes to the legendary summon banners, and only the legendary summon banners. I got pretty excited about this when I was watching it. I'm a little less excited after actually taking in the information. So you get to perform summons to get legendary summon coins. It's a limited thing, and exchange a certain number of coins for the new character. So that's the loyalty system. So that's where you get, you know, gold legendary summon coins, and then when you get a certain amount, you're able to purchase characters in the Baba shop under the gold coin or legendary coin Baba shop tab. But you're not able to purchase the completely brand new unit until they've been out for a certain amount of time, and that could be anywhere from 6 to 8 months. When they return to a banner again, you're not able to, you know, purchase them until that happens. Now, the second part right here, 7 rounds only, guaranteed to recruit a featured character for every 3 multi-summons. I like where this is going. I wouldn't call it a full pity system, and that's the reason why I kind of like it, and I like the direction it's going. I don't fully agree that they should only implement it this far. I feel like they should go all in with this because we've waited 9 years almost for something like this to happen. And other games straight out of the gate have a pity system where you're actually guaranteed the new character, the new unit on that banner after a certain amount of summons. Whereas here, for only 7 rounds, you're guaranteed a featured character every 3 multi-summons. That is nice to have in Dokkan, but it's not quite where it needs to be to compete with other gacha systems. That being said, I think they know that they don't actually have to compete with other gacha systems because they're using an IP that is so damn popular, and they can milk money out of absolutely anyone because we all love Dragon Ball. It's just that simple. In from where I'm standing, from my perspective, y'all can let me know what your thoughts about that are in the comments below. But I do think that they're not going to fully implement a full pity system where you actually get the new character or the new unit guaranteed ever, because they know exactly what they're doing. They know that this IP carries this game, and that people, even though they may take breaks, will always come back, or people will not stop playing it because of the fact that it's Dragon Ball. Those are my thoughts. If y'all have any other opinions, I'd love to hear them. So, but yeah. So I'm a little bittersweet about this change to the legendary summons and how it works and everything like that, because I do like the direction it's going, but I just don't think it's quite where it needs to be to compete with other gacha systems. So, and like it says right here, it's not for the Dokkan Festival banners or the Legendary Summon Carnival banners. Those will still remain the same. This is just for the Legendary Summon banners where you get the legendary gold coin from the summons. So keep that in mind. Which, you know, if there was a banner to actually implement something like this with, it would be this banner, because it's like the most trash banner ever. When it shows up, it's terrible. It's absolutely atrocious, and I would never, before this was implemented, I think this is going to be implemented sometime this month. I don't know if it's going to be implemented on both JP and global, but before this little pity system that they created was implemented on this legendary summon banner, I literally would tell everyone, never, ever, ever, ever summon on these types of banners. Now, I mean, we'd have to take a look at the featured characters and what it has to offer, and there's more of a chance that when I make those types of videos, those dip or skip videos or summon or not summon videos, we would have to take a closer look, because we do have a sort of a pity system now. And so we would take a closer look at the banners and see what featured characters there are, and see if you can get any type of value out of it with this new system that they're implementing for summoning on the legendary summon banners. So, so that is a little bit of a good change there. And to be honest with you, it helps the videos and makes them more interesting when we talk about the legendary summon banners. So, I do like the fact about that. So, but yeah, and y'all can let me know your thoughts about this and how this is going to affect you as a player. Do you think you're going to summon more on legendary summon banners with this pity system that they've created for this banner and only this banner, or are you still going to do a hard skip on these legendary summon banners, or are you kind of on the fence in between? Let me know your thoughts. Love to hear from you. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, y'all.